When my wife and I walked into the courtroom for our divorce hearing, she looked like she was walking a runway. Dressed sharply, chin held high, she carried herself like she had already won. She smirked at me across the room, whispering and laughing with her lawyer as if this was all a big joke. I sat there quietly, holding back the storm brewing inside me. I wasn't there for a fight. I was there for justice. Our marriage had been over long before this day. I had loved her with everything I had, but she loved the thrill of attention more. It started with late night work events, unexplained hotel receipts, and endless texting with friends I had never met. When I confronted her, she didn't even deny it. She looked me in the eye and said, "You're boring. I deserve better." That sentence killed something inside me, but it also set me free. By the time she filed for divorce, I was prepared. She thought she would take everything: our house, our savings, even spousal support. She laughed at me, saying I'd end up with nothing while she lived comfortably with her new lover. What she didn't know was that I had been quietly gathering everything: photos, receipts, messages, even statements from people who had seen her with him. I didn't want revenge. I just wanted the truth to come out. As the judge entered the courtroom, I noticed her leaning back in her chair, smirking like she had already won. She expected me to be the weak, broken husband she had walked over for years. But when my lawyer began laying out the evidence, her laughter faded. One by one, the files were placed before the judge: pictures of her at hotels, copies of texts she had sent him, proof that she had drained parts of our joint account to spend on vacations with her affair partner. The courtroom grew silent except for the rustle of papers and the pounding of her foot against the floor. Her smirk was gone. She looked at me now, eyes wide, as if seeing me for the first time. But the real blow hadn't even come yet. After reviewing everything, the judge turned to her and spoke firmly. Given the overwhelming evidence of infidelity and misuse of marital funds, this court will rule in favor of the husband. The air left her body. Her mouth dropped open. She stammered, trying to interrupt, but the judge continued. She wouldn't be getting the house. She wouldn't be touching my savings. In fact, because of her actions, she would be ordered to repay a portion of what she had spent from our joint accounts. Instead of walking away rich and smug, she was walking away empty-handed and owing me money. I sat there calmly, not gloating, not smiling, just finally at peace. She, on the other hand, broke down in tears. The same woman who had laughed at me minutes earlier now couldn't even look me in the eye. Her arrogance had crumbled under the weight of truth. After the hearing ended, she tried to speak to me in the hallway. "We can work this out," she said desperately, her voice trembling. I looked at her, really looked at her, and realized I felt nothing. No anger, no love, no bitterness, just freedom. "No," I said quietly. "You already made your choice." Then I walked away. In the weeks that followed, I rebuilt my life. I focused on myself, hit the gym, reconnected with friends, and threw myself into work. Every day, I felt stronger, lighter. People noticed the change, and the best part, I no longer carried the weight of betrayal. She had walked into court laughing, certain she had won. But the truth is, she lost the moment she chose betrayal over loyalty. The judge only made it official. Sometimes justice doesn't shout. Sometimes it just speaks one line that changes everything. And on that day, when the judge ruled in my favor, I realized the greatest victory wasn't just keeping what was mine. It was watching her realize that her lies, her arrogance, and her betrayal had cost her everything. That was the moment I truly smiled.